So doing a replay review from JTZ or JTZ, whichever one should it be, from Jim, and we're gonna study human against orc, and then see how he plays in that matchup. I just browsed through the replay very briefly, and I saw that he's in the chat, so I'm gonna talk to him directly. I saw that you went for triple farm and tower before tech. The thing about this, even though you do 4 militia here, is that you delay your tech massively when you do that. So if you want to get a tower, I mean, with 2 farm, it's kind of tricky. That's why I think you should skip the tower. If you wanna 3 farm it, definitely, I mean, regardless, it should be without tower. And after that, we're gonna study a replay of Chimiko where he does his 2 farm tech. And yeah, now, like, against orc, even though you're getting a tower, you should not be doing this, because the militia are gonna take too much damage, and then you can just go in and start killing them. It's just really, really bad, so you should just stay here until you finish the camp. There is no rush to go elsewhere. Yeah, this, I really don't like this. You cannot do that against orc ever. It's just... Oh my god, he's gonna kill 2. No! Okay, this is a terrible start already, because of your build. See that tower? Like, you invested into a tower, it didn't even do much. You still lost 2 peasants. Granted, it was because you took too much damage here as well, but... Yeah. So now the dance kind of begins where you go on the other side of the map. Just keep running around. It's like, try to lose, like, sight of him. Maybe try and make it there so you can do this. This you can save for just militia. Which in this game, because you lost 2 peasants, will be very hard to get. And also you got defend. I mean, to be honest, you saw grunts here. There is absolutely no sense to go for defend here. You should have seen that he went at least 1 grunt and maybe skip defend entirely to go straight into more rifles. I think if you would see like no grunts, or maybe you see 1 grunt and like multiple headhunters, then yeah, but now... I don't like that you went for defend. It's kind of wasted resources, to be honest. It's nice to steal this camp at least. Here your mindset should be, I'm gonna attack, but then when he shows up, I'm gonna pull back. Wow, this is actually crazy that you got this. It feels like you should never ever get this here. Yeah, just get out. And then rifle, mounting. Maybe, I think the mount tanking was late here. Because you see with Sanctum, it's gone this far. Mount tanking takes priority over Sanctum, I would say. And now still trying to harass. I don't like this, just go home. You know he wants to go for Shaman, so that's gonna be a clear Brilliance game. Yeah, and then now you time this, and you should do this with only MK, yeah, to get level 2. Not the best item, unfortunately. Then you pull center. I like that also, because you're starting to have priests. Yeah, you can't really forget that. Make sure you keep that with your army. I like the move here where you made him use something. I think you got the XP, right? Well, actually, I'm not sure now. Did he get it? He might have. Pretty good item. I just finished this. So your goal should be to get 3 now and then do a push after that. Or you buy double mana pots because they're so cheap. And you would definitely... I mean, you're already on 50. And yeah, obviously you have to go into the second Sanctum. Yeah, now, like, you should have seen this coming and disengaged earlier. Like, you know how you see, like, this is up to where you see. As soon as you see something red, you should always look immediately, and then now disengage. You cannot be fighting the creeps plus him at the same time. Now he shows up at a really bad time. You get level 3, but he forces the TP, so it's kind of bad for you. Now you know that he was there. If I was you, I would send a militia to see exactly where he's at. And also, I don't like that you went... I like the 3 priests and the training, but I think that after you have 3 priests and training, you should always go sorceress. 2 sorceress. Maybe kill one of your own peasants or whatever, and then be at 50 with 2 sorceress, and then you go into breakers when you break upkeep. Here, I think, you know that he's down here. He hasn't attacked you yet, so he's either gone here or here. You should have gone straight to the expo to cancel it if it's there. If it's not, then you have time to do this. This is the type of attack you need to react very quickly. That's why I was saying send a militia here. Because now, like, he's not stupid, right? Like, he was here. He saw you not going there. He knows that you went up there. So now, of course, he's going to attack your main to buy time. For his expo. But yeah, I would much rather you went for his expo here and then you cancel that, because it's the most exposed when he's building. And then now you TP very late. And also you're targeting the wrong unit. As soon as he walks in here, you should be draining as much mana as you can from his shamans, because they take so much damage as well. When you target them with the tower, ideally, actually, like, if you had seen him here with a militia, you could have even made a farm. Imagine how much time you would have been able to buy. You would have literally gone here, cancelled his expo, and then you could have TP'd on time for him not to be inside of your wall. When you play human, you have the most exposed workers in the game, so you really, like, this is the type of attack you need to be super on point at defending. It looks like he went... Look at his gold, Jesus Christ. Because he went for pillage. Yeah, this TP was very ill-advised. You cannot TP inside of an orc army like this, because everything's clumped. Like, you see this lightning shield damage is just too much. You should have TP'd here, I guess. The problem is that Mount Tanking would have had a hard time going inside. So the mistake was just keeping better map awareness. You should have kept those around. Just summon militia now. Maybe put 5 on gold and then rest militia to help out with the fight. Because they do a lot of damage. I think you should have tried for the Farseer. Look, he's already low. I think if you start targeting him, then bolt him, you kill him before he can TP. Even though you kill the TC, I think if you kill the Farseer, maybe you block everything in and then you just won. Because now, like, you kill the Farseer, but it's just gonna instant revive. It's not the biggest of deals. So now you attack, but honestly, I would have brought out every lumber peasant but one, maybe, to give an even better chance for the attack to work. And yeah, here you have to win that fight. There's no two ways around it. But he's not gonna take the fight. Yeah, so you should have planned for that. This is the same mistake as earlier. Like, start a farm here that you stop at 90%. If he shows up here, you finish it, or 99%. If he shows up here, you finish it. But yeah, now it really sucks. He would have had to get a Zeppelin, which he probably cannot afford at this point. And he's just gonna... And also, you saw the thing that he did where he ran in and he lamed you. Once a player has done that, I really believe that they're gonna keep on doing that very often. So they should put you on notice almost, right? And it's gonna keep happening. So Chimiko and Sok, they're very good at knowing when the opponent might lame based on, like, you know, the opponent's style and stuff in the games that they've had with them. But here, he already went in, killed a lot of units. He didn't really get to kill peasants. There is a high chance he might do it again. Even though I was kind of thinking he might come here and defend. So yeah, a farm here goes a long way. You can stop it. You can even finish it. Because he would have to drop in with the Zeppelin and he cannot drop in everything. And then you can just TP. So you need more vision in general. Yeah, now you're afraid, because you know if you go there, he's gonna redo the same thing.
Our forces are under attack.
Which now this time he's actually staying on the other side, fuck. But yeah, you do have to attack. And you still didn't make that farm, and you have 3 priests, you should have left one here to heal all of these guys back up. Because now, okay, you do close. It's so late now. Archmage kinda gets caught. And yeah, you don't have any sorceresses. He has no spirit walkers here. 2 sorceresses would literally slow his entire army, because they would have been building mana the entire time. So 2 sorceresses are really lacking. You should get them before you get the breakers. If you lose them, you remake them every single time. Like, it's a dream of a game for him now. Like, literally nothing is slowed. Yeah, Invuln is on cooldown, of course. And now you're trapped. I don't know if you don't use hotkeys for inventory, but you definitely should. Now it's not like your hero was that close to dying. I think you could have TP'd out on the outside. Because now you open the gate for yourself, but you open it for him as well.
The flows of magic are whimsical today.
Okay, so it's still the same scenario where you need to win fight. You almost have level 5 here. You shouldn't cast any spell before you've killed something, maybe. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. You need to transfer Invuln? Yeah, fuck. I mean, it's so hard to kill an orc unit as well. Yeah, so now it should be clap, of course. The point is that you're gonna have to TP in a sec, maybe. Oh, please tell me you have control magic. Oh my god, he's helping you. And now you're gonna have to TP. Can we get one more clap? No. That... Actually, you were out here. You could have just ran a little bit more and then leave that priest on you. Because if you land that last clap, holy shit. Oh no, you re-tip it inside. Oh. Okay. Anyone that's watching right now that plays this game regularly, you need to have the top 2 inventory binded to something. I don't care what it is, but bind them to something and learn to use them. Because it's literally gonna save you games. Like now you have to again kill the farm and then remake it. It's like you barely have any gold. Like you're trying to break a guy and you keep going all in. If you send your Archmage to buy something here, you need to follow him, because now you're gonna lose brilliance, by the way. Yeah, this is very bad. Even though you have clarity.
I smell magic in the air.
Alright, off we go again. Dude, if you re-TP inside of this wall, I'm gonna lose my shit. I like the Blizzard though, at least. Dude, yes, Pillage is so rich! Oh shit, you TP'd inside, didn't you? Oh my god. Where was his TC? Oh, he just came back out.
Ready to work.
You know, actually, remember that in this type of game, because you lost so many peasants, you actually have way more gold than him here to mine. I think in this type of game, your goal now should be to try and get to 50 supply and then expo with your 5 workers that you're gonna have. That's what I would do, probably. But of course, he can probably re-expand himself. Look, the supply difference is actually not that... He's on 51, what a mistake.
Ready to work.
And yeah, you should be creeping this down here for Aura level 3. If you get Aura 3 here,
Under attack.
Mount taking might actually clean up everything. Okay, Sorceress is a nice big clap to open. Why the fuck
Ready
are you going Workshop? You got like less than 2k gold. For 2 Wind Riders, you don't need Workshop. Oh god, no. Yeah, your kiting was not optimal here for sure. I think you shouldn't have moved out here. You should have just been sitting home waiting to get back to... If you get to 50 supply against 61, you're gonna have a far better chance. Okay, we're gonna watch Chimiko replay if I can find it, because I don't remember in what folder I put it. Let me see. Okay, it's here. But he fast expanded on Conceal Hill, so we're not gonna watch that. But on the other map, it played a little bit more standard, even though Lin played over aggro. We just want to pay attention to the build order and like some of the decision making. Wait, was I on the right scene, by the way, last game? Or don't tell me I had the window fucking scene.
Ready to work. Ready to work. Ready to work.
Alright, so Altar always towards what you want to creep. This applies to every race, and every map. He's gonna creep this on this map every time.
Ready to work.
So Chimiko likes only 2 farms. It's a kind of challenging build, like against wolves, but as long as you sit at home up until you're safe, like if the opponent's pressuring you, you're gonna be fine. And also the opponent cannot guess you're gonna go for that, so a lot of the time he goes looking for you on the map. He's gonna scout, and he's gonna do the first camp with 4 militia only, always.
Our forces are under
He sees
attack.
Farseer and a Grunt, but he knows he's gonna be Headhunter after. Yeah, always the big one. And see, he's gonna stay until the full camp is done here, so he doesn't take too much damage. And now that's gonna allow him to take very, very quickly. Look, he starts it now. Maybe like few seconds later than the Orc. Your tech difference with the Orc was like huge. And then let's say the Orc would be here now. Like he would have run, he would be arriving now. Then of course you're not gonna run out on the map. You're gonna sit here with the army and push back the walls. But it's not viable for him to do that. That's why he's creeping instead. At least 1 camp to get an item. So yeah, after that, he knows that if he tries to do a camp, he's going to be fighting the Orc plus the camp at the same time. So that's why he's running around like this. So there's a lot of mini mind games with the creeping and stuff. Lin is going to try and steal this item. And he will get it. He gets the circlet. And it turns out, because Lin went for grunts into fairly quick tech, he just made 1 Headhunter to be 21 out of 21. Now the second burrow gets cancelled. I mean, this is kind of 300 IQ. Like, I don't want you necessarily to run across the map and try to get a cancel, because sometimes you're going to get there and there's not going to be a tech. But the thing is, to be honest, is that even if you get here and there is no tech and the guy has 2 burrows, then you're happy because your tech is so much faster. Look at this.
Are under attack.
It's so fast. He's just running around. Leveling the Archmage is really secondary. Like, by not doing a lot of camps near his base, he's also saving them for his second hero. We're gonna go back to see exactly the build, like when he made stuff. So I was focused about the movement on the map. And so he takes at 24 out of 24 with only 2 footmen. So that means he still has no 3 footmen, sorry. So he still has like a lot of peasants on woods. And as soon as he takes the next lumber he has, he makes the 3rd farm, and then he's gonna get the blacksmith immediately as soon as he has enough lumber again. And then he starts the scout tower. So after you take farm, then blacksmith, then scout tower. And then I think you probably could make one more farm immediately after, to be honest. And then he doesn't get... you know, actually, this is the part I don't get about this build. Because he's not getting more footmen. So I actually think that's wrong. You should probably make the blacksmith first. Then the farm, and then... Or maybe blacksmith tower, then farm. Because you don't need to get that farm. Like now, he's going to stay at 24 anyway for a very long time. Unless he makes one more footman, but I don't think he does. I think he just makes the 3 in the start, and then that's it. See? So you can make one more farm in advance, because rifles, they take 3 instead of 2 as well. I would always do that, to make sure you don't get blocked for your second hero.
Our forces are under attack.
And now he starts rifle production. This is the part where I will start opening up my base. I'm not sure this is a hold, but I will put 1 peasant here, 1 peasant here. Start opening up your base now. He's just running around in center, like trying not to let Lin creep too easily, basically.
Upgrade complete.
And then the power of rifles is that they're gonna allow you to creep very quickly, because they're the highest damage that you have. So if you wanna do big camps in terms of like this or this, you can do that very easily. Once you have like 2, 3. It's really that power. And the whole point of this is that you're also safe against air. Like if somebody wants to go Wind Rider here. If you suspect they might. He didn't even scout much here, but I think he just expects Lin to be playing very standard. And in this case, there hasn't even been any building that started for some reason. No lodged yet. So he started priest production. He sees that it's a shadow second. That's kind of a hint that there might be tier 3 when there is shadow second. Because people that play shadow second usually, unless it's like Xiao Kai who likes to go shadow second and then mix in shamans and then just kind of get level 3 and catch you on the map. Usually they go tier 3 for berserker upgrade and then they add Kodos a lot of the time here. They always get range. He's getting priest training after 1. That's very, very early. Personally, I really like a second priest before you get training. Sometimes even a third. Third might be overkill, but yes, second. Because then they build up on mana even better with brilliance. Because now he's gonna have dispel, but this guy might not even have a dispel. Because he's not gonna have any mana, because he's healing everything, you see? And he has multiple units that are taking damage. He gets +1 very early. That's because he can tell already he's gonna go to 50 supply easily. Then you see he did like a really, really tough camp so easily thanks to having 2, 3 rifles because of how much damage they have. So now Farseer comes to harass. When you have bolts, obviously you can try and punish. And then because of that, Lin actually shows up right behind. I think maybe Lin played aggro because he had Lightning Shield plus Crow of the Beast. The thing is, Chimiko reacted very quickly. I don't know if he was planning for this all along, but one of the best timings against this style is to attack as the orc gets tier 3. Because if they reach tier 3, they don't have anything from it yet, right? Maybe they can buy orb instantly, that's about it. They don't have third hero, they don't have Bloodlust, they don't have Kodo Aura or whatever. So he hasn't picked Bash yet. Maybe it's about his items as well, like he got pretty good items with attack speed and stuff. But he did end up going Bash here. Oh yeah, no, he wasn't level 2, okay. He just got level 2. Yeah, he picks Bash instantly. And then now, because of how aggressive Lin played, I think Chimiko was already planning on counter-attacking and then doing it a rush, basically. Yeah, Lin kind of overextended. He was overconfident, I think, probably because of his item, I would say. He lost a lot of headhunters here. Gave the Archmage level 3. That's always going to be Aura. Apparently, even if there is no Shaman, I mean, it's going to be really good here. Or like his Priest and his Mountain King. So he sends Militia over. He actually, with the extra resources, I mean, he really hasn't been losing much thanks to good micro here. Even staff +1 armor. And yeah, here, don't be fancy. Don't try to target something specific too much. Just target what's at the front. Ideally, you want to target the units, because they are what dies the quickest. Sees no fortifieds. Lin must have played too much 4v4 with some of the apes I've been playing with, since he didn't get it. No, I mean, I'm joking, of course. In this game, he probably didn't have the resources. So yeah, TC coming in, you disengage a little bit. I like the peasant to try and make some units derp. But yeah, Berserker finished now. A lot of players go Aura first, but he actually went Stomp here because of this timing. And he ends up surrounding. It's kind of desperate here, Lin trying to go for the Archmage. Invuln was transferred, but then he waits a little too long. I don't know if he thought there wasn't enough damage, but there was enough damage, guys. And you know, this, it's interesting too here. Like, this is usually where you will instant revive, but he has 10 lumber, and instant revive costs quite a bit of lumber, so he's just gonna revive it in the altar. But yeah, like, by then the game is won, so it's not your typical game, but I think if Lin had played standard TC and then expanded and stuff, he probably would have done what he usually does, like the second Sanctum shop, and then just mixed in breakers after getting like 3 priests, 2 sorceress. You kill a lot of breakers, you get Mount Tanking 3 with clap 2, and then you attack. But because Lin played that style here, he actually did a timing to punish the tier 3 that he knew was going to be there. But yeah, this build order is, in my opinion, very good, but it's high execution. I don't play this either. I play double Sanctum and Panda second. It's much, much easier to execute than this. But yeah, if you want to play the build that the best human is playing a lot, I guess it's between these two farm tech or fast expanding, I guess. And yeah, that looked really good here, honestly. Like the 4 militia, like I said, defend at home. If he shows up there, go into rifles, and then yeah, don't be tunnel visioned into like the fact that you need to get second Sanctum and shop. Here he saw an opportunity to punish the tier 3, he went for it, and it actually worked out. I mean, the game plays on for a bunch longer, but it doesn't seem like there is much Lin can do. He's just fighting way more units than he has the whole time. And yeah, once Mount Tanking like starts leveling like crazy like this as well, it's just gonna be super deadly. He's always replacing the priest, by the way. You always need 2 to 3 priests, and then you add sorceresses. Don't go for 5 priests. Don't go for 1 priest. Yeah, 2 to 3, perfect number. And then you add sorceresses. He's still at TP, by the way. Damn, item transfers this game where it did absolutely nothing. Yeah, once Archmage comes back here, I mean, Lin just doesn't have any more units. He's just an ultimate snowball of a push with rifles. He even breaks upkeep immediately. I mean, he knows, like... completely. He's going for a 4th priest, actually. I don't like that as much as having... I mean, to be honest, they're healing all the time, so maybe that's okay in this game. Because he also needs these spells against wolves, because he has, remember, he has no breaker with control magic. He's not even making a shop at all. I also think, by the way, it's a huge mistake when you play that style to get a shop. Like, you should literally only start your shop when you have, like, I would say over 40 supply. Maybe 42, 44, something like that. But never get a shop with this style. You won't have the lumber for everything. Rifles are very costly in lumber, and so is range. So always get shop very, very late. In this case, he didn't even need a shop. Like, what for? He was tower pushing. If anything, he would have made his shop here, I think. And yeah, he just pretty much ends up killing him, so... I hope that helps. Obviously, it wasn't the most of standard games, but... I kind of like the build order and the style, even though I don't play it myself. I mean, I don't play solo, to be honest. And yeah, I hope that helps, and you got some good advice and wrote some stuff down, JTZ.